excited. Welcome back. Well, honor flights bring veterans who otherwise might not have ever had the chance, the opportunity to visit memorials in Washington that were made in their honor. Later today, our sister station, Radio 620 WTMJ, will be hosting an Operation Parallel Radiothon to help Korean War veterans make it to D.C.
Here to tell us more about it is John Mercure, host of Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, ladies. Thank you for having me back.
I'm so excited about this. My grandfather is a veteran of the Korean War.
Oh, wow.
And to think about that, you know, I don't even know if he has ever attempted to make that trip before to go and see the memorials. He's in his late 70s. But that he would have the opportunity to do something like this if he couldn't.
Does he talk about the conflict at all?
He does a little bit. He was more involved in dealing with some of the more civil issues that came along with it. But to me, this is just such a fantastic cause and something that's so near and dear to so many.
It is, and you raise a really good point, because so many of the veterans that end up on an honor flight say, I don't really deserve it because I didn't fight. I wasn't in Korea. I was supplying and all the other guys that did fight will tell you that's the wrong attitude. You also sacrificed your civilian life. You gave up a couple years. You put it on hold, whether you were on a ship or you were back here helping those overseas.
Right.
And those are the guys we need to make sure we get on an honor flight. And so that's what we're doing, is working very hard with Stars and Stripes Honor Flight to get veterans off the very long wait list and onto one of these flights.
Well, and a lot of people think of the World War II veterans, which is where Honor Flight really began sending them. So what has the transition been, or why has it been to Korean War vets? Is it to just include more age frame-wise, to get more vets there, to see more of the memorials?
You know, it's kind of all of that, Tiffany. It's, first off, most of the World War II vets, believe it or not, have now got on an honor flight because they're dying at such an alarming rate.
Not that part, but that they've gotten on the flight.
So many have gotten to do it.
Yeah, so now, you know, Korean War vets are in their mid-80s. They're 80-ish, a lot of them. And so it's their chance to get on the honor flight. There are 30,000 Korean War vets living in Wisconsin, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds that are still on the wait list waiting for their opportunity. When you think about it, if they're in their mid-80s, they've already exceeded their life expectancy for when they were born. So time is of the essence to get them out. Those are pictures of the Korean War Memorial, the guys in the ponchos, to get them off the wait list and onto a flight. And it cost about $500 to get each veteran onto a flight. And it's a volunteer organization, and that's why we're raising money, to get these guys on a flight.
How can people help? Because today the phone lines are going to be open.
Today's a big day. So a couple of things. From 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we're having a radiothon. From 3 to 6, people will have the opportunity to call in, talk to a Stars and Stripes Honor Flight volunteer or a veteran, and make a donation. Or if right now you're sitting at home and you have your computer in front of you, it's very easy. You can go to WTMJ.com. There's a blue heart. You click on the blue heart at WTMJ.com and you can make a donation. From $1 to much more, it all makes a difference.
So even $1, if someone says, you know, hey, at 3 until 6 today, if I call in for the radiothon, I just got $1, it still matters.
It matters. It absolutely matters. $10 buys a meal for a veteran on their honor flight. So every dollar matters.
Thanks so much for being here,
Thank
John.
you so much for having me, ladies.
Yeah, we appreciate it.